Indianapolis 500-mile race. Our telecast today presented by Firestone. The tires on all 33 cars in the field today. Riding with Joseph Newgarden and our visor cam.
That is exactly what it looks like when you're sitting in a race car. All you have to have is a baseball bat behind you that you spin. That's what it feels like when you hit something. But that is incredible. I feel like I'm sitting in the car.
Well, the thing is that we're in an air-conditioned area right now, and we go get a drink we want to, so it's a little bit different, but the buffeting the driver's feeling right now with that 220.
If I want anyone to win this race, it would probably be
coming up to the cars directly ahead. What you're thinking about is timing the
Mario Andretti. I think that's who it is. Yeah, Mario Andretti. It'll be a good race.
Second place,
I think I just one crash to make this game.
Right now, from what we've seen, I would say that Alexander Rossi is probably, if not the fastest car, definitely the most aggressive.
So pit stops, pit crews, pit strategy always plays a big role in the 500, any automobile race actually, as Alonso goes after J.R. Hildebrand for a spot
on the outside. Oh, he's pedaling that, boys.
He's moving up to the wall. Downshifting, pedaling, everything. He just passed his first car on the outside going into one.
Yeah, and his heart rate just went up about 40 beats a minute.
Alonso up to fifth. So I started to talk about pit stops. Let's check with Jan Beekes on what to expect, how many stops, pit windows, that kind of thing. Jan?
Wow, I already have 10 views on this. Darn.
Saving fuel come onto pit road. You look at Alexander Rossi there, you look at these groups like Ed Carpenter, they're running in a draft and they're saving fuel. They could probably go, as Carpenter looks to the inside, these cars that are saving fuel.
Am I good at energy drink?
30, 31 today, possibly 32. But we'll see.
Not a sponsor, but please sponsor me.
28 or 29. Those are the ones that are not in a draft.
Besides Dr. Pepper, this is my favorite drink.
People like this, Fernando Alonso, he's in the kind of
their morning drinks always have.
See the strategy by when they hit pit road.
I hate coffee.
Sets up the car in front of him.
Normally I would have a Dr. Pepper in the morning, but since I found this drink again, I love it.
Waddling going into turn. It's loose. That is a neutral car loose, and only a veteran.
Now I don't normally watch the Indy races, besides, of course, the Indy 500. I try to watch the Grand Prix of Indianapolis, where they do it on the road course. I remember watching it last year, the first annual one, and it was like, right at the start, big ass wreck.
Up front, Rossi is pulled up on the back of Kanon for the lead. Dixon
It would be my dream to go here. This race.
Pit stops.
Pit stops. Oh yeah.
First one, Spencer Pigot comes in.
Pit window 26 to 33.
And Tony Kanaan comes in from the race lead. Right in, about the time. Here he is, Doc.
Tony Kanaan coming in. We told you that he and his teammate Scott Dixon were very, very light on downforce. They told Kanaan we are going to add.
No matter wherever you are in this race, even if you have the crappiest car, you still have a shot to win. You never know.
7.9 seconds the first stop for Tony Kanaan, and an air pressure change. Trying to get out in line to exit pit road.
Now, I just mentioned this just as a looking ahead.
If you're in it, you can win it.
Their chance to win this race.
Same thing with Daytona and Talladega for NASCAR.
On pit road.
Even for the road courses.
Pit road is really tricky.
Here's Rossi, and Pagano looked like he was coming to pit road, ducked back out onto the racetrack. Follow up on that in a minute, Doc.
Here's last year's winner, Alexander Rossi. And I told you that the Andretti Autosport cars, this one in particular, started with very, very heavy downforce. But no matter, this car was starting to slide a little bit on its own, so they're going to make an air pressure change, as well as a front wing change, as he is now leaving. Trying to help a bit of understeer. Front wing change for our Cole Center 4 tire, and air pressure for Rick. Well, Fernando Alonso they asked him on the radio just a little bit earlier, how's the car, how's the balance? He said it's fine. He really has not talked much on the radio. Remember, at the very beginning, he got shuffled back. He started stiff, got shuffled back. This is going to be his very first pit stop in an Indy car. Brings it to a stop relatively slowly but nicely. Now the job is to get these guys who don't regularly do this during the season have been put together for this run into a nice clean pit stop, and they do that. Doc?
Ed Carpenter, remember, folks, he went one lap longer than everyone else that was up front. They made an air pressure change, no wing adjustments at all on Carpenter's car. He's away.
Pit stops, man. Pit stops.
J.R. Hildebrand took the lead when Ed Carpenter pitted. Now Hildebrand is on the pit lane. That'll hand the top spot for the moment to Juan Pablo Montoya. Doc?
J.R. Hildebrand coming down pit road. He said the same thing we heard from Dixon and from Kanaan and from Carpenter. I'm loose. They asked him again. He said, no, I'm real loose. So they're going to make a significant adjustment. Watch the crew.
Davis in the 16th. So far, good for him. Replacing for the injured driver. I don't even know the name.
7.1 seconds for Hildebrand.
Jay Howard is slow on the back straightaway.
Oh.
Does not appear to be underpowered. Did they run it out of fuel? He's made that access road on the inside of turns 3 and 4. We stay under green for the moment. Jan?
And this is a very late stop for Juan Pablo Montoya. That is good news.
Yeah, Juan Pablo Montoya should have won like at least 2 Brickyard 400s.
Castro Neves had a smoking fast stop. He got all his Sunoco fuel and out of here in 7 seconds, but this is going long. This is now 11, 12, 13 seconds for Montoya. And
Oh
here's
my
his
God.
They're having to refire. Oh, so he gained all that track and saved the fuel, but unfortunately, he's done this before. He's gone to the back and won this race, and now he's got a lot of work to do.
Yeah. Jay Howard continuing to try and make his way toward the pit lane.
Poor
Howard,
kid.
the 36-year-old, originally from England, now in Indianapolis, as Ed Carpenter and Alexander Rossi battle for the lead off the exchange of pit stops.
Direct battle between Chevy and Honda. It'll be interesting to see who's quickest at giving straight.
And Howard makes the pit road entry, so we stay under green. Okay, so through the first pit stops, through the first run of the race, caution-free so far. And the new leader is Ed Carpenter, started on the middle of row number 1, the Indianapolis native who wants more than anything to win at this racetrack.
Ed Carpenter would be a good win. It'd be crazy if Sato wins it.
He's been around it his whole life. Part of a family that owns and operates the Speedway. Today he's a driver, and he wants to kiss the bricks at the end of the afternoon.